Time UFO is a game that was made in 2018 for mobile, with the brains behind Kirby, Mother, and the Super Smash Bros. Series, HAL Laboratory. What they come up with? Well, it's a cute physics-based puzzle game starring a UFO. Now, the story, it's, well, you have a UFO that accidentally crashes into a farmer's truck, knocks over all the oranges. The UFO, I think, feels bad. So, then you start the tutorial. After the UFO helps the poor farmer, he is impressed by the work what has been done, and gives the UFO its payment, as well as a pamphlet for others who could use the same service he got. So the UFO flies off to its apartment and seeks others who are in need. It's a nice apartment. Now the gameplay for this is that you take control of the UFO, and you have to use your crane to grab objects and place them where they need to be. This could be either stacking them in a museum, balancing them in a circus, or placing them in a specific order to build a machine in a lab. Each level has different optional objectives. All of them will have different ones based on the level itself, such as stack 10 objects, find a hidden suspect, or don't let a single object fall off. All levels do share the same third objective, which is by beating the level under the time limit. It is best to do these objectives though, because you can get more money, but also you can continue the game, because well, you can't move on unless you got like more medals, and you get medals from completing these optional objectives. For the time one, you will get extra time if you grab the flashing objects and place them where they need to be. Non-flashing objects will just give you more money. Speaking of money, this is for buying costumes for the UFO in the shop, where you got this space gal who greets you every time. Now costumes have slight benefits to them, they're not just cosmetic. Like for example this robot costume, it makes it easier to lift heavy objects, while this monkey one I have, I assume it blocks oncoming attacks from ninjas or squids. Well, I didn't really test it, but I'm assuming that's what it does. You can use these unique costume features by pressing the L trigger in any stage. Onto the graphics. This game is presented with a cute pixel art style that is very colourful. I just like looking at the background characters, since they all have different animations, depending on what you are doing. For instance, if you place the correct object, then the characters will be happy. Or if you tamper with them, like they will just look disappointed or sad. You don't want that. Now, sadly the soundtrack, it's just the same song over and over again in different levels. To compensate, they give you a different variation of the same song. It's not really the best thing about the game, but the song is still kinda catchy. Now my final verdict, this is a very fun game, and it's presented in such a colourful way thanks to its charming art style, and it has different challenges to get your brain going. It's also 2 players on one Switch, so you can bring a friend with you. So I'm going to give this an 8 out of 10. Take that what you will. It's a fun game you can get on Switch, and I mentioned before you can get it on mobile, on your Androids and your phone and your iPhones. And yeah, so thanks for watching. like, comment, and subscribe. You can follow us on Twitter and share your thoughts about it. Okay, bye.